Welcome to the 360 show. In this week, we cover India, South Africa, ODI series. It's 1-0 to India. We talk a little bit about Virat Kohli and his mindset, being a clutch player, a BMT player. How does he keep on doing it? We also cover West Indies and New Zealand, 3 Test match series. It's all to play for over there. And last but not least, the Ashes. The big one. It's the second Test match. It's a day-nighter. And we also bid farewell to some IPL players. We cover all of that on the 360 show. Let's hear it. We start with the 360 view. I'm going to hit the stop clock right there. 360 seconds to cover some of the main topics happening in cricket. It's India against South Africa. What a fantastic ODI. We thought India was completely whitewashing South Africa in this first ODI, getting 349 for 8 in their 50 overs. South Africa with a very rocky start finally got a little bit of momentum on their side, and big thanks to the tail end once again. It's becoming a bit of a trend as guys like Marco Jansen, Corbin Bosch, and a few others at the back end are actually the ones chipping in and getting the momentum going. Fantastic effort, getting close. Yes, the dew maybe played a role, and that is very, very tricky sometimes. Batting first in India in a day-night match, you don't quite know what's going to be enough. We often see that in the IPL as well. Shortened version of the game, yes, but still the dew plays a role, and I think the dew might have helped South Africa a lot, but also some of the top order batters would be pinching themselves, going, I should have just stuck it out a little bit longer, waiting for the dew to come down and for the wicket to play a lot better. The ball started skidding off, getting a lot more momentum on your shots, and boundary hitting became a lot easier. But congrats to India. Fantastic win. Virat Kohli is the talk of the town, coming back from being away for a while. We don't often see him on the television screens anymore. Even I have to get accustomed to that, but it is fantastic to finally see him on the park, playing cricket, and you guessed it, getting another 100. Now, there was a period in this game where I think the momentum really shifted big time into India's favor. I always knew chasing in nighttime in India, you will be in the game. But Virat going from 100 to 135 in no time was really the momentum shift. And no one else really chipped in as impactfully as him. Yes, he had KL Rahul there for quite a period of time, but almost didn't really help with the momentum. But it was Virat from 100 to 135 that really changed the match, in my opinion, and really gave India the edge. What makes Virat so good, guys? Being away for so long. Yes, we all know he's fit. He looks after his nutrition. But does he hit a lot of balls these days? He was quoted saying, I've never been a big believer of a lot of preparation. Now, that might come as a surprise to a lot of people. And it just shows you how the mental side of the game plays a huge role. He says he works on his fitness, his nutrition, but doesn't hit a lot of cricket balls these days. And that is quite interesting to hear. He really plays with the mind. We see some of the greatest players in the world, sportsmen and women. I think of Roger Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Scotty Scheffler in the golfing world. Just constantly finds a way to get in the match on that final day of golf tournaments. Max Verstappen, you didn't see much of him in this year with the racing, but all of a sudden, come the back end of the F1 season, he is there once again. So absolutely fantastic to see Virat coming back from a bit of a spell on the sidelines and getting 100 straight away, playing with his mind and really just trusting in his ability and his years of experience of playing cricket, which is incredibly powerful. All right, let's talk about topic 2. New Zealand hosting the West Indies over there in New Zealand. 3 Test match series, which is great, not a 2 or 1 Test match series. That is wonderful to see. And we need these teams, guys, to come to the party and not just see the big 3 performing well. We want a closely fought Test series between the 2 nations. I very clearly remember playing against New Zealand for many, many years. Always a very competitive team to play against. At home, they have a lot of experience playing there, obviously, and they have the edge. So it will be tough for the West Indies to go over there and compete, but hopefully they will rock up. Obviously, Team New Zealand getting Kane Williamson back is a big boost for their side. Kane is one of the best players to ever play Test match cricket, and that will not go down for the Windies. But he hasn't played a lot in the recent times, so we'll see what Kane Williamson's form is like. They will play at Christchurch in that first test match, go to Wellington and Mount Maunganui, one of the prettiest cricket grounds I've ever played cricket at. We need teams like the Windies, New Zealand, South Africa, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, all to really be strong, to make for the WTC to be a fantastic test format to follow, or test championship to follow, rather. So let's hope for a really good test series between those two nations. England and Australia. All right, it's a day-night test match. Funny enough and weirdly enough, there was a day-night, almost a one-innings kind of, what do you call it, a 4-day match or a 3-day match? I see it was only one innings, which is weird. I thought it's going to be like a double innings, almost replicating the test match. It was an invitational Aussie team against England, but England deciding not to play almost any of their players that featured in that first test match. I see Matthew Potts and Josh Tongue featured, and that was about it. No one else played in that warm-up match, which is quite interesting because they had a fantastic opportunity, especially for the batters, who I feel failed in that first test match, to get a bit of a feel of the ping ball going into that second test match, which will be a day-night in Canberra. So interesting times there. Team Australia, with all the momentum, have a fantastic record in ping ball cricket or day-night test cricket. England definitely up against it. I think they spent some time on the golf course, and maybe that is the way forward for them, similar to a Virat, really not believing in hitting too many cricket balls, but more getting that mind fresh and ready. I can relate to that as well. It's all about a balance at the end of the day. Last but not least, we bid farewell to some IPL players as I'm running out of time, and I'll cover that even though I'm going through the clock being up, and there we have it. It's Faf du Plessis, also Andre Russell, and I heard recently, I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but Glenn Maxwell as well, moving on from the IPL. Guys, the thing with the IPL is it's a very long tournament. It's almost a 2.5-month tournament. It's a bit of a marathon. For these guys getting a bit older, I can also relate to that. And the IPL is not only tough on the body, it's also tough on the mind and being away from home if you have a family. These players being a little bit older might see it more, what's the word I'm looking for? More fruitful for him and his family, or for them and their families, to play in different leagues that's a bit shorter, like a month long or 3 weeks long, and spend more time at home, ultimately getting paid a similar amount. If you're not one of the hot shots anymore at the IPL, you could argue that some of the leagues can compete in order for you to sort of feel fresh and still enjoy the game and also spend enough time with your family. So very interesting times as some of the older players are moving on. Andre Russell will still be seen at the IPL though, as he will be the power coach with KKR, and it's fantastic to see that loyalty of his for many, many years, spending time at KKR as a player, winning many games, 2 titles, and deciding I'm going to keep that loyalty and still spend time with him as a power hitting coach, which will be very interesting to see. So it is New Zealand against the West Indies over there in New Zealand, the country of not a lot of sunshine, but hopefully the sun will shine on this test series, as we need these two teams to play some proper cricket and to be a great add for the WTC, the World Test Championship. That is, we need some of the smaller teams, not smaller teams, or the teams that don't feature often. Yes, New Zealand's won it before, but we need the Windies back to their best. We need Pakistan, Sri Lanka, South Africa, all the teams that don't play as often as Team England, India, and Australia to feature and to make this test series very exciting. Guys, all the action is available on FanCode. If you're over there in India, subscribe, or actually get your account ready. Watch this cricket live. It's going to be a great series. I hope you enjoy it. That is it from the 360 view. Let's move on to AB Reacts. As we just mentioned, those players that bid farewell to the IPL, some of them will be featuring at the first topic of AB Reacts, the Nepal Premier League, the NPL. That's ongoing right now. Started on the 17th of November. We'll pull up the log here quickly to show you. Top of the loggers having won 5 in a row. Absolutely fantastic. The Royals. We see guys like Chris Lynn, David Malan, Imran Tayer, Faf du Plessis, Martin Guptill, all of them featuring in this league. Now, I think most of you have heard of the NPL, guys, and I've watched some of the games. It's absolutely fantastic to see countries like that, nations like that, have a big tournament like this with some of the biggest players in the world. We know Nepal is going through some turmoil at home. And this is just uplifting. They love cricket over there. They're very passionate about the game. We've seen some of the best players in the world come from Nepal, and this will be really good for their cricket moving forward. And I'm very happy to see this tournament going from strength to strength. It's all on fan code, guys. If you're over there in India, get your account ready. Do not miss any other action. Quickly, AB reacts on the second topic, the Formula One. I mentioned that briefly earlier, Max Verstappen. And once again, very similar to Virat Kohli, guys, just that mental edge and that power of the mind. Always believing that you are in the mix no matter what. You might have a couple of obstacles and you might stumble here and there through a challenge or two, but you have that belief that you will always be there. You'll get your chance to dominate. You identify your moments. And these kind of players like a Virat, like a Max Verstappen, Scotty Scheffler, Federer, Djokovic, you name, there are many, many, many sports people that I can mention. They just have this belief that no matter what happens, no matter how bad the weather gets out there, no matter how badly I hit the ball on the day, I will manage to find a way to get back into the swing of things. And I went through a period in my career where I believed that as well. I didn't care how tough the start was or how well I started. I just knew I had this killer instinct in me. And I think these players have a similar kind of mindset, that you know that moment will identify itself where you will run through the door. Verstappen's got an opportunity right at the back end with the very last race to sort of run through the door. You will need some favors from McLaren, Piastri, and also Lando Norris. Norris got to finish, I think, below fourth. So it's not all in control or all in the power of Max. But what he can do is what he can control is he can finish at the top of that race. And that's what he will be focusing on. You'll need some luck because it's two of those McLaren drivers that's in the mix. And they'll maybe work together to make sure Norris finishes fourth or better. It's all on fan code. If you're over there in India, watch the action live. Do not miss any of it. I will be right in front of the TV screen watching all of that action with the final race of the Formula One season. I hope you enjoy it. Go watch it on fan code. All right, let's move on to the comms box, guys. What if Abhishek Sharma plays test match cricket? I love the sound of that. Almost similar to Travis Head. We've seen some openers over the years being quite aggressive up front. It can really unsettle the bowling attack in test match cricket. So we'll see if India go along those lines in the future. We know Jaiswal playing really well, quite similar. I don't see both of them actually opening together as left-handers, as both of them are quite aggressive and sometimes a little bit loose outside off. But I definitely do think Abhishek's got a future in test match cricket, and it will be exciting to see him get an opportunity. The scientist meet alien, the collab we all wanted to see for a long time. We're talking about Ravichandran Ashwin. He's also born in, actually on the day of the 17th. And it's funny that you pick up on this. I'm an Aquarius. And what is Ash, by the way? Ashwin being tactical, science. Oh, Virgo. That's it. Yeah, quite tactical, quite a smart guy. Thinks about everything, analyzes everything. And I'm more of a go with the flow kind of guy. Trust my instinct, trust my gut feel. Typical Aquarius, born in February. Funny you picked that up. And I had a fantastic interview with Ash. If you haven't seen it before, go have a look on the videos on YouTube.
ODI series and T20I series coming up. India versus South Africa. South Africa has got the best out of India in the test series. Predictions, early and only predictions, because I won't be predicting this one.
It's a tough one. Really difficult to say. I think South Africa will be competitive in both the series. It's also an Ash's show called Ashwin. He's quite active on his YouTube channel. So go give him a follow, subscribe to his channel, please, guys. All right, we want a few more collabs, and we will definitely work on that. We have a lot in common with regards to the love for the game. We love analyzing some players and some of the games that go down. So hopefully we will collab a bit more in the future. ABD, now Ashwin has put himself in the BBL. Why don't you come back? Perhaps SA20. Guys, I think those days are gone for me, right? I actually had a lot of fun in the WCL this year, and hopefully I will be fit enough to play again next year. I'm just not in that space of that highest level competitive pressure environment again, where I really have to commit to the team environment, team meetings, analysis, sponsorship, gatherings, meet and greets, photo shoots, all these things sort of people don't know about. And with the WCL, I felt that was really, really low key. My family was there. There wasn't a lot of sponsorship gatherings and meet and greets. And I actually had a lot of fun. And I mean, those things played a huge role in me stepping down. And ultimately, I'm having fun now, but never say never. So I don't know. Maybe I have a lot of fun at the WCL this year, this coming year, and we'll see what happens. We'll analyze it and sort of go through it again once that opportunity comes around to play in the WCL again and see how I feel. All right, what's the one mistake young batters must avoid if they want to score big? I think concentration is key, and just understanding that the gears will change. And I often speak about this, and I tell you guys that I speak to guys like a Devil Breathers about this, where it is absolutely crucial to read the game, read the situation, be prepared to change gears up to 5, down to 1. If you want to bat for a long period of time, you want to score big, you have to have the ability to adapt. And we also spoke about it when I collabed with Ash about the Ashes England batting lineup and how they are not really prepared to change gears. And if guys like Root and Ollie Pope, to name but a few, who actually have the ability to do so, if they're not prepared to do so, some of the more aggressive players don't really stand a chance, because you need the cement in your team, the glue. And I feel most batters, or all batters, need to have the ability to adapt to different situations of the game. So that's the key to scoring big. All right, please, new video on batting series. It is coming up. I've done some work in this week, and I really hope you guys enjoy From AB to 360. Keep an eye out for that. So follow me on YouTube. Also like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so that you will be notified once those coaching videos come through. I talk a little bit about mindset. I'll also talk about how to handle pressure in the upcoming From AB to 360 series, and there will be a lot more videos to come. Too cool for school, guys. You know that new segment. It's not so new anymore. I stumbled across this, and this is something I used to do when I was growing up. I still do it on the farm when we get to the water areas or the watering holes. I get my boys and we pick up some pebbles and we get up to some of this. How far can you throw it? It's all about technique. What a cool video. That little pebble skipped for, I think, 120, 130 meters. I think I can beat that. I would love to take him on. I think it's the secret is in the pebble or the little stone that you use. And then obviously technique. You need to get it sidearm. We see some play. I remember Hashim Amla always throwing in like that, but more so to do with his shoulder injury that he carried at the time. But definitely sidearm. You have to get that stone or that pebble absolutely parallel to the ground, just with a lot of momentum and velocity, just for it to kiss the water with that first skip, and then it needs momentum to go for a big distance. 6 hitting 130 meters sounds like an Andre Russell 6. Now that we spoke about him earlier, hopefully Andre Russell will be helping KKR to hit some big sixes in this year's IPL. Next year's IPL 2026. Guys, that is it for the 360 show. It is the end of this episode. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. Keep an eye out for the From AB to 360 videos. It will be released really soon. Hit that bell notification, like, share, and subscribe. You know the story, to make sure you don't miss any of it. Thanks for joining me on the 360 show. Have a wonderful week. It is almost holiday time. Bye now. I've got this all going.